Namaste to all you precious people joining me here today. I have a very special yoga sequence designed to help you release tension, release stress, and find your center once more. I'll invite you to take an easy seat on your mat whenever you're ready, just sitting with your legs crossed in front of you. Let's take 1 to 3 slow, deep breaths to begin our practice and ground our energy. Bring your hands to rest on your shoulders, elbows out to either side. Find a lift through your core and abdomen. And let's start to swim our elbows forward, drawing really big circles with the elbows, making this movement large and slow. Involve your upper back and spine. And then we'll reverse our circle, swimming the elbows back. We'll extend our arms out left to right with the palms facing up towards the sky. Continue to try to spin your palms away from you, almost so that your palms are facing the wall behind you, really externally opening the shoulder. And then we'll flip the palms down and around. Spin your shoulder forward. Take your chin to chest, pressing the palms to the ceiling behind you. And then we'll continue this movement, straightening the spine, spinning the palms open. Put your shoulder blades in your back pockets. Lift your chest. And then round the shoulders forward. Flip the palms around. Next time your palms are up and you're lifting your chest, we'll take the right ear to right shoulder, stretching through the front of the left neck. And then we'll take the left ear to the left shoulder, stretching through the front of the right neck. Roll your shoulders forward, bring your hands behind you, pressing the palms to the ceiling. Tuck your chin to chest. And we'll take turns rolling one ear to one side, and then rolling one ear to the other side. Letting that movement go. Extend your right arm, pulling the fingers back with your other hand, stretching through the palm of the hand as well as the forearm. Flexing the thumb back as well. Changing sides, extending the left arm out in front of you and pulling the fingers back with your other hand. Staying active through the thumb and just feeling the stretch in the forearm. We'll cross our left wrist on top of our right now, and then rotate your hands so that your palms are touching. And then interlace your fingers. Roll your hands in towards you, and then stretch your wrists. And if you're like, what? I'm in a pretzel, just go ahead and roll out your wrists however you want. But if you're able to follow along this demonstration, this move can be a lot of fun. Take your arms up overhead. And then out in front of you, looping your wrists back through, and then reaching your hands down. Go ahead and cross the right wrist on top of the left. Palms are touching. Interlace your fingers And again, we'll bend our elbows, bringing our wrists through. And exploring what movements we're capable of in this position. Go ahead and extend both arms overhead. And then bend the elbows, bring the wrists through. Let that movement go, shake the hands out, and make your way to tabletop position. Wrists right under shoulders, knees right under hips. Let's bend the elbows, and moving with the shoulders, start to make a figure eight, a sideways figure eight, if you will, with the shoulders. And if again you're like, what? Just go ahead and move your body. Just organic, free-flowing movement here. Extend the right leg off the mat so that the toes are pointing to the front of the mat. And we'll take some cat-cow pose variation, moving with the breath if you're able. If you're not able to move with the breath, that's okay. Just remind yourself to breathe every now and then. Gentle spinal flexion and extension. Curl the toes under on the left foot, and then we're just going to rock the hips a little forward and back, shifting our weight front and back to feel a toe stretch. Walk the hands back, coming to a high kneeling on the left knee. Spin the right foot up, digging through the heel. I'll turn sideways so that you can see me. Reach the left arm up, and then walk the right hand down the right leg, resting either on the thigh or the calf, but not putting any pressure on the knee. Stretching through the left side body. Bring yourself back through center. Keep the back toes curled under. Reach and grab your left heel with your left hand. And find your variation of camel pose, easing into a gentle back bend. Bring yourself back through center, and we'll meet in tabletop, changing sides. Extend your left leg long with the foot flat so that the toes are pointing up towards the top of the mat. And we'll drop the belly, taking cow pose. Exhaling, rounding through the spine. Taking a few rounds of cat-cow at your own pace and rhythm. Find neutral spine, and we'll curl the back toes under and shift your weight front and back, stretching through the right foot. Walk the hands back to come to a high kneeling, Parigasana or gate pose. And walk the left hand down the length of the leg, reach the right arm up overhead, leaning to the side, stretching through the right side body. Return to center. Reach your right hand around to grip the ankle and find a gentle back bend, reaching the left arm long. Camel pose variation. Bring yourself back to center, and we'll meet in tabletop pose. Kick your right foot up to the sky, and then bring the knee to nose. Kicking the foot to the sky, arching the back, and bringing the knee to nose, rounding through the spine. One last time, kick the right foot to the sky, arching the back, and squeeze your core, bring your knee to nose. Plant the foot up between the hands and find your low lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of the foot and roll the right foot open. Ground through the left hand as you paint the right arm around and back. Bend the back leg and find corkscrew pose variation. Maybe your hand will catch your foot. Find your breath. Releasing the foot if you took that option, coming back through low lunge. And inhale both arms up towards the sky, gentle back bend. Lowering the hands, step the foot back. We'll meet in tabletop. And kicking the left foot up towards the sky, look at the sky. And then swing the knee through to reach your nose, rounding through the back. We'll do this twice more. And on the third time, step the foot up between the hands, low lunge. Bring the left hand to the inside of the foot, heel toeing the foot a little wider, rolling the foot open to the pinky toe edge. Ground through the right hand and paint a half circle around with the left arm. Bending the back leg, maybe the hand will catch the foot. Corkscrew pose. Find your breath. Release the foot from your hand, arriving back in a regular low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up and back, gentle back bend, and then lower the hands back down. Step it back to down dog. Take your dog for a walk. Again, just find natural, organic, free-flowing movement here. Step the right foot up between the hands, high crescent lunge. Lowering the hands to prayer at heart center. Find lift, think up and over as you lower the left elbow to the other side of the right knee. Bringing the hands back up through center. And then opening up to the side, find warrior two. So the front heel is perfectly aligned with the back arch. Lift the heart. Be mindful that your chest isn't too far forward. It's stacked right over the hips. Bend a little lower in the front leg. Turn the front toes in slightly. And then flip the left foot up, digging through the heel. Journeying into Skandasana, side lunge on the right leg, and lift back up to warrior two. And rotating forward, high crescent lunge. Lowering the hands to prayer, plant the hands, step the foot back, down dog. Option to take a vinyasa here. Find a wave, coming to high plank and slowly lowering to the belly. Pushing the torso up for Bhujangasana or Cobra. Push-up or assisted push-up sends the hips up high and back, down dog. And we'll step the left foot up between the hands. Find your high crescent lunge on the other side. Gentle back bend here. And we'll bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Find a lift and lengthen as you rotate towards the other leg, bringing the right elbow to the other side of the left knee. Coming back through to center, circle sweep the arms up high overhead, and then open up into your warrior two. Bring the front toes in slightly, side lunge, skandasana on the other side. Sink down onto your left leg, lifting yourself back up through to warrior two. Spinning the back heel up, high crescent lunge. Lowering the hands to prayer. Plant the hands, step the foot back for down dog. Stay here or flow through a vinyasa. Find a wave that lifts you up to high plank, slowly lowering to the belly and pushing up through your hands for cobra or up dog. And journey back into down dog. And slowly lower the knees. Find tabletop pose once again. Squeeze the right knee into the nose. And then send the right leg under the left leg, stacking the knees, slowly lowering down for cow face pose. You can rest your hands on top of the feet or ankles. Or you can extend your left arm to the sky, bending at the elbow, bringing your right forearm behind the back, and either grabbing your shirt or interlacing the fingers. Stay here or fold forward, lowering the forehead to the top knee. Find your breath. Raising the head and chest, releasing the bind from behind your back if you took that option. Send the hands forward and bringing the right leg around for tabletop. Squeeze the left knee into your nose and then send it under the right leg, sending the hips back, finding cow face pose on the other side. And you can rest your hands on your feet or ankles, or send the right arm up overhead, bending at the elbow. Send your left forearm behind the back and just grab your clothes or hook your fingers. Staying here or folding forward, bringing the forehead to the top knee. Lifting the head and chest, releasing the bind from behind your back if you took that option. We'll bring the hands to prayer at the heart center. And walk the hands forward, bring your left leg back around to tabletop. Swing your feet to the side and come down to a seat. With your legs extended out in front of you, staff pose, Dandasana. Pulling the toes back towards your face, dig through the heels, keep a micro bend in the knees. And then hinge at the hip, coming into your forward fold. Taking this opportunity to be present with yourself and your body and your breath. Maybe hooking your 2-piece fingers around your big toe to have space between the ears and the shoulders. And maybe gently pulling yourself deeper into the seated forward fold. Lift the head and torso and support your weight on your hands as you bring your seat forward. Come all the way to your back, squeezing the right knee into your chest. And then bringing that right leg across the body, supine twist. Find your breath. Releasing the pose. Squeeze the left knee into your chest. And then right hand takes that leg across the body. Gentle supine twist to the other side. You can turn your head to gaze off to the left. Releasing the pose, go ahead and reach your legs out long. We'll take the elbows right into our rib cage, make fists with your hands, and push down into the ground with your elbows and your shoulders, arching your back, lifting your chest, and then bring your head all the way back so that you're pushing down into the ground with your head. This is safe, I promise, but also if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. We're finding fish pose. Opening through the heart, pushing into the elbows, pushing down into the head. This is such an underrated heart opener. And when you're ready, start to tuck your chin, neutralizing the spine. And find your final resting pose, savasana. Letting your body grow heavy. Completely surrendering to gravity in this moment. If you want to stay here longer, go ahead and close out of this video. But if you're ready to complete your practice, start to gently move your fingers and toes, deepening the breath. rolling to one side, honoring this pose as a transition. And then using your hands, pushing yourself back up to an easy seat where we began class. And from my heart to yours, thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you are happy, well, and at peace.